You should have received your kit in the mail. I'm gonna put, all the windows are the same size, so I'm gonna put all the windows on one piece of tape. Okay. I'm gonna take all the stars and the heart and the doors and put that on a piece of tape. The roofs of the houses, and then the houses themselves. And then each stand is gonna come with 3 pieces, one with a hole, and I'm gonna glue mine together before I paint them. So you're gonna take your glue and add the cap. So once you got your glue together, you're gonna take your 3 parts, you're gonna start with the bottom. I just do it, guys, you don't need a lot of glue. I start with the 1, and the thing is, you just kind of wanna hit the sides and make sure it's sitting. I mean, this one's not that pertinent that it fits perfectly, but you just want it to be as even as possible. So I just keep moving it around till it sets. And then this one I'm gonna put here, so you only need a little glue on either side, like so. And then I'm probably gonna paint my stand black. And if you ever have these clamps from the Dollar Tree, they work great. You just wanna hold something together while it's drying. And I took care of these 2 already. So I'm gonna put these aside. Do this with the houses. So I'm gonna do the large one in Republic Red. I'm gonna load my Republic Red. And I'm just gonna stick with this dabbing motion. With the red, I usually end up doing 2 coats. It really just depends. This dabbing motion helps a lot versus the swiping. Roof up here, you can hold off and figure out where your roof line's gonna stop. I don't have to do the whole thing, I just do because it's easier for me in my thinking. And I'm gonna do the heart in the Republic Red as well. So I'm gonna give that a few minutes to dry. While that's drying, I'm gonna go to my goldenrod. And I'm gonna do the thinner, taller in the goldenrod. And then I'm gonna do the stars in the goldenrod. Okay. Then this one I'm gonna do in Higgins Lake. Now I'm going to go in with our snow owl, which is our white, and I'm gonna hit the windows, but I'm only doing these once because I don't really want them to be crisp white. I want mine to have that little dinge to them. So I kind of load my dabber or my sponge and unload it. But the scoring, the burnt scoring from the wood is gonna kind of bleed through, and they're not gonna stay crisp white, and that's kind of what I want. So I'm just hitting them one time This is personal preference. If you want yours to be whiter, I would allow this to dry and then hit it a second time. Okay? So now at this point, I'm going to go to the black. And that's going to be my doors. And my roof. And then I'm going to paint these black as well. And I'm just going to hit the tops. And now at this point, I'm just going to let everything dry before I start gluing. You really want, get your second coats on and let whatever dry that you want to glue, because this does not adhere well if the paint is still wet. So you want to give this time to dry. And we'll be back to put them together. Now that everything's dry, I'm going to go back to my glue and I'm going to glue the doors down. I'm just going to put the glue right where I see the scoring for the door. They are all the same size. I like to hover on the scoring and then press it down. And I'm going to do this on all 3 houses. The windows are going to be a little bit of a challenge. So how I would do it is I'm just going to put a dot in the left top corner, in the bottom right, or the bottom right in the top left, however you want to call it. And then put down the window. Now, if you want to make sure your windows are very straight, you could run a piece of tape down the side and use that as a guide. That's completely up to you. I don't like to overthink these things. So again, I'm going to put a dot in one corner, top corner, and one in the bottom lower corner of the window. I'm going to use my tape as a guide and then place the window down. And just make sure you don't get any glue on the tape, or the tape isn't going to come back up. Okay? I'll run it down this side. I always do a practice, make sure that that's going to work where I did that line. And again, a dot in one corner, dot in the lower corner. And that should be plenty of glue. So I got all my windows on. Glue the smaller star to the Higgins Lake above the door. Then I'm gonna put the roofs on and make sure you have them all where they're supposed to go. You always wanna make a plan. Higgins Lake one. I'm gonna put the glue on the back. I'm gonna lift up my house so I have control over the placement. I'm gonna hover, and then you have like a second to get your chimneys lined up, your roof line lined up. Okay. Then I'm gonna take this is very dry, black, and just run it down the edge and along the bottom. Just like a little antiquing, okay? So there's my blue house, I'm gonna put that aside. Go to my red house. And you can even put the glue here if you want. I'm gonna take the larger star and I'm gonna glue it on the roof line, like so. And then I'm gonna take my black sponge and run down the sides. Again, I'm gonna hover the roof because you really want to get this even at the top. And then press. And again, I'm gonna take the black and run down the sides and along the bottom. To the roof. Clean your area up. Okay, so this is how you're going to add the backs. They're all the same size. And I am going to run the glue down. Even it up the best that I can. And that you're going to want to let it sit there. Give it a little press. Again, I'm going to run the glue down the side. And you want the little cup to be facing up. Get it as even as you can and as low to the bottom as you can. You want it close to the bottom of the house. I give a little press and then I let it sit. Okay, so I'm gonna let these sit for a while and let them really dry. You can paint the back of your house. I would probably just do it black. And this is one. There's another. And there's another. Oh, these are so cute. And we're gonna take these little candles from the Dollar Tree. They come in a pack of 3. You're gonna pull your strip and then put your candle in the back.